Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today for Midday Music. I am thrilled to welcome one of my very best friends from Mississippi, Patience Perini. She's going to be playing three pieces piano today. She is a piano instructor at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and she's going to open with a piece arranged by Brad Nix entitled Appalachian Praise. And this piece is based on a hymn tune from the Sacred Harp, hymn tune Warrenton. And the Sacred Harp, you've probably heard that in conjunction with works like the Southern Harmony by William Walker. This is a tradition that started in New England and then spread across the United States, became really prominent in the southeastern portion of the United States. It's a cappella hymn tunes, a cappella congregational singing traditions in four-part harmony and sometimes with shape notes and that tradition. And so sometimes this particular hymn tune has been set to texts like Come Thou Fount. So you can listen for that hymn tune as well as some rhythms and some harmonic choices that he makes that remind us of beautiful music from the Appalachian region of the world. And then she's going to play a Romance in F major, opus 118, number 5 by Johannes Brahms. This is set in sort of a song form. It's in ternary, which means that there's an opening A section and then a new B section, and then it returns to the A section at the end. And then in the beautiful middle with the B section, that opening melody moves down to some of the lower voices underneath the right hand. And so listen for that and some beautiful moments in that. Around the same time that Brahms wrote Opus 118, as well as some of his other later works, over in the United States, Antonin Dvorak had been hired to run a conservatory over here. And so he was exploring the elements of American music. So he was really interested in the studies of Native American music as well as African American spirituals. And so he wrote his symphony entitled From the New World, and has really incredible, beautiful elements to it that he incorporates a lot of what was thought of as a traditional American sound, folk music, and then he incorporated a lot of folk music of his native Czech folk music as well. The second movement of this symphony there was a text added to that later entitled Going Home. And so because it has this beautiful haunting melody in the slow second movement that you've heard before for different things. And so she's going to play an arrangement also by Brad Nix of Going Home. And this was written, scholars believe that Dvorak was somewhat homesick. He was feeling lonely. And so he was writing and calling back to some of those traditional folk melodies in this beautiful haunting piece. And then so the text that was inspired from that, Going Home, I'm just going home. It's not far, it's just close by through an open door. Lots of folks gathered there, all the friends I knew. This is a text that we can certainly relate to in this unprecedented time. Loneliness and missing home, missing family, those sort of things like that. And if the music draws on some of those sad feelings, that's okay. That's what music does. But I hope that you find hope and joy in this beautiful music and this presentation, and that you know that we are here for you at Highland Presbyterian Church, and if there's anything that we can do for you, we're just a phone call away. So I hope that you enjoy today's presentation and are blessed by the music presented by Patience Perini.